Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second series of the podcast, All Matters Financial. Today's subject, we'll be looking at employee benefits health check, and our guest speaker today is Holly Potts, who's in the employee benefits team. Holly, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Holly Potts. I've worked with Pareto now coming up to 1 year, which has gone by super fast. I specialise in the employee benefits division as a consultant. I've been working in this industry for over 20 years, and I'm excited to talk today about the importance of benefit health checks.
Great, thank you, Holly. So, when we're talking about an employee benefits health check, why should businesses be reviewing their employee benefits on a regular basis?
So, an employee benefits health check is essentially a strategic review of a company's benefit package just to make sure that it is still fit for purpose and really delivering on its value. So much can change in businesses in a year or 2 years. For example, workforce demographics, business priorities can evolve, healthcare costs can increase, employee expectations can shift. So, what worked for a business 2 years ago may not be delivering the value or the full value that it should today. I like to compare it really to servicing a car. So businesses can spend hundreds and thousands of pounds on employee benefits. They stick them in place, and then really they only review them when there's a renewal pricing skyrocket or there's a problem. But you wouldn't buy an expensive car and never service it, and benefits really are no different to that. So I would apply the same logic, and small, regular adjustments can prevent much bigger, longer term costs and problems down the line. And a good health check really will look at things like cost versus value, utilization of benefits, which should ultimately be data led, the engagement with the workforce, and the communication with the workforce. Ultimately, with businesses asking themselves, do our benefits still really align with our business goals?
Great. So, when we're talking about benefits, what typical benefits should our listeners be thinking of as part of this review?
Okay, when looking at benefits, really, I would encourage employers to take a holistic approach to their benefits, and look at um, things more broadly rather than in singularity. But I would break down benefits into sort of bite sized categories, really, to make it more manageable, and then decide how you want to tackle those. So, first of all, I would say there's the core protection for a business for things like death in service or group life assurance, income protection, and critical illness cover. Then I would look at healthcare and wellbeing support, financial wellbeing and benefits, the sort of lifestyle and flexibility benefits, and probably sitting on its own as well, pension and retirement strategy, which is really important for businesses to look at. So really, the best benefit strategy is not necessarily the most expensive or the most trendy, but one that is most relevant to a specific business.
And it's fair to say all companies will have to have a form of group pension scheme or auto enrolment.
Absolutely.
And that may be the start of where we should look at things when we're reviewing employee benefits, because there are savings to be had on there that we can possibly use to mitigate any cost of future employee benefits.
Absolutely. So, lots of employers are using pension salary sacrifice to make national insurance savings, but equally, there's lots of employers that are not doing so, and we would encourage anybody who hasn't explored that to just get in touch, really, and we can model some savings for them because I think they could be surprised at what they could save, and the savings could be utilised elsewhere.
And those extra employee benefits, how do they work with employers for staff attraction and retention?
Employee benefits are becoming increasingly important to employees. Long gone are the days where people simply just looked at the salary and decided to go, with who was offering them the most money. So at this moment in time, I think stats show that 80% of candidates looking for jobs in the job market at the moment will factor in employee benefits as a significant decider in whether they go to one employer or another.
And the cost of recruiting staff is huge. So, how can businesses balance the cost of those benefits with the cost of recruiting staff and the value that those benefits can provide?
I think employers should really view the employee benefits that they offer as a tool. So they are a really good tool to attract key talent and also to retain key talent. And ultimately, the cost of recruitment is so expensive at the moment. You want to ensure that you attract employees and you keep them. And a benefits package is a really strategic way to do that.
So you mentioned a well-structured employee benefits package, Holly. What would that look like over time?
I think a really good employee benefit strategy will look holistically at benefits rather than just administratively. And so what that means is, instead of looking at your plans in isolation and just looking at costs and just renewing once a year, you look at things that are really affecting your business. The strongest strategies actually evolve alongside a business over time. And that means that they are reviewed regularly, they're data led, and they're actually built around genuine employee needs and not just market trends. So I would say that really a mature strategy would usually include things like regular benchmarking, listening and gathering employee feedback, looking at utilisation and using the analysis of that, ideally data led, to shape your decisions, regular and ongoing governance and compliance checks, and a good communication strategy internally as well, because placing a policy is just one step, but really making sure that you maximize its value is ultimately what you need to be doing. But you definitely need to be giving regular attention to your benefits to ensure that it is consistently delivering on its value.
And we can help with the communication by presenting to staff about the benefits of the policies that the employers may have.
Absolutely, and that is where a lot of employers sometimes struggle, and we're here to help, and we can certainly help maximise the value of the benefits by arranging communication pieces, however best suits their business. That could be in person, that could be on webinars, that could be in seminars, however they would like us to do that, we can certainly help.
Great, thank you. So just to summarize for our listeners out there, what are the key takeaways that they should be thinking of when they're considering looking at employee benefits health check?
The key considerations are that it is something that should be embedded internally within their business to make sure that it is something that is regularly reviewed. Pareto and our employee benefits team can certainly help businesses to explore their benefits and make sure that they are consistently delivering on value and that they're also aligned to the value of their business as well.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for your time and your insight today, Holly. This podcast is part of a series that we've recorded. Please feel free to subscribe and check out some of our other podcasts that we have on our website. As always, the information provided in today's podcast is general in its nature. It should be relied upon without seeking specific professional advice. If you'd like to speak to Holly, the team at Pareto, myself, please feel free to give us a call and we can book you in for a free, no obligation review. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Holly.
Thank you.